John was watching carefully and saw that the damaged area of the void beast's body was beginning to deteriorate. As the void ate away at the void beast's exposed flesh, he noticed other long scars on the monster's body and realized that the damage Ferdie had caused wouldn't be enough to kill the creature. A few moments later, the wound sealed up, a jagged scar tracing its length as the void beast's regenerative abilities kicked in. Eyes narrowing, John extended 2 fingers and leapt from Ferdie's back, heading straight toward the void beast's open beak. With a cry of pain and anger, the void beast attempted to bite John in half, but his fingers fell, drawing a simple line in front of his body. A tongue of flame extended from them, ripping through the void beast's tentacles and splitting its body into 2 pieces, which were rapidly consumed by the void until little more than a drifting sack of scales remained. Ferdie had come to a stop, returning to where John stood. With a huff, he nudged John with his nose as if to say that he could have handled it.
"I know," John said, patting the bull's nose, "but this was faster."
Gathering up a few of the scales floating in the void, John examined them carefully. He was surprised to see that despite every bit of the void beast's flesh having disappeared under the grinding force of the void, the scales were entirely unharmed. Collecting them, he returned to where Ellie sat on Ferdie's back and handed her one of the scales.
"It's pretty incredible," he said. "It's not like they're even that tough, but for some reason they're completely immune to the forces of the void."
Curious, Ellie pressed on the scale and was surprised when it snapped apart in her hands. Though she was considerably stronger than most people thanks to her elementalization, the thought that she could easily break such a monster's scales was surprising. "They must have developed specially to fight the influence of the void," she said. Looking around at the vast expanse of darkness around them, John scratched his chin.
"I imagine this thing wasn't alone out here," he said. "The problem is there's no good way of knowing which direction it came from.